Hello there, good morning. This is Joy from Joylight Transformational Coaching. Today I want to talk about the first and second dot. In particular, the second dot. So what is this dot all about? So what I'm going to share with you is this is extracted from Buddhism, and I find it very useful for myself in terms of introspection, and I discovered it yesterday when I read an interesting literature on it. So I would like to share it with you. Hopefully that it will bring you some benefit as well. Thank you for the hearts. So what are the first and second dot? The first dot is things that happen to us in life. Thank you. So say for example, we are talking about unavoidable discomfort. That is just a natural progression of living, of being alive, of experiencing the different things that you go through in life, encounters with people, with things and situation. So in life, the first dot is the unavoidable discomfort. What do I mean by that? We have generally two different types of discomfort that occurs in life: physical and mental. Some physical discomfort is unavoidable in life. What I mean by that, for example, in the process of growing up, as your body changes, you will feel the change and it will make you feel a certain way. Some changes are felt literally. You can feel literally uncomfortable as your body evolved and grow, and as your body shapes itself into a mature body. This physical discomfort are unavoidable. It's part of living. It's part of growing up. Another example of physical discomfort is if you have legs, if you are blessed with limbs, and you fall and you hurt your knee. It hurts like crazy. That discomfort is unavoidable because you have limbs, you have knees, and sometimes things happen to our body parts, and then you're going to feel hurt, you're going to feel discomfort. But that is because to begin with, you are blessed with that limb or that body function. Exactly. So coming to the next point, mental discomfort. Some mental discomfort in life are also unavoidable. For example, part of life, I really hope that you would agree with me, part of life is loving, having nurturing relationship, having that connection, that human connection with yourself and with people around you and with humanity in general. To develop that loving relationship means taking risks, means putting yourself out there, allowing yourself to have that physical, that mental and emotional connection with other people. Putting yourself out there means that there is going to be a risk at some point. I'm sorry, but someone's going to break your heart. Would you agree with that? It's just part and parcel of life, of loving, of putting yourself out there and taking a risk. But if you don't do that, then what's the point of living? So this is the mental discomfort that is unavoidable in life. If you have a loving relationship with someone, you fall in love with someone, you get married, you enjoy years of wonderful relationship. Unfortunately, this person passed on. Imagine the pain that you're going to go through because you have a real connection with this person, right? That is the mental and physical discomfort that is going to come because you connected with someone, you love someone in life, and that is the unavoidable first dot that comes with life. What I would like to talk about more is the second dot, because second dot is not something that comes from life. It's not something that comes as part and parcel of being alive. The second dot are things that we do to ourselves, sufferings that we do to ourselves. So what is this second dot that I'm talking about? Second dots are self-directed dots. That means you literally attack yourself. We throw these dots at ourselves. Shoot. For example, let's say you came home late at night. Say the lights are not working, and so you stumble around in the dark, and maybe you had a few drinks, so you're not fully conscious, and then you stub your toe, at with one of the legs of the chair, and then you wince in pain. You're like, who freaking put that damn chair over there? Well, doesn't matter. The chair has always been there. So this is the second dot that I'm referring to. The chair is always there, okay? So chill. By putting that mental torture, by scolding the chair, by generating that anger in your heart just because the chair is there and you happen to stop on it, that is the second dart that you're throwing at. Do you need to do that? Is that necessary? Yes, you're in pain. You're already in physical pain. Why do you have to bring in anger? Why do you have to do the blame game on a chair? Does it make sense at all? But we do it all the time. We throw second darts at ourselves all the time. And these are what I call assumptions, conclusions, delusions, conclusions that we draw by ourselves, and we declare war because we deem that it is so. It is law. What I say is true. The chair is there. The damn chair is there. The chair hurt me. Well, if you take one step back and perhaps try to think of it from a different perspective, you stumble into a chair. It happens to everybody. It's okay. Yes, it hurts. It'll go away after a while. Chill. Physically, you're already suffering. Why do you need to add on with mental suffering to yourself? Doesn't even make sense at all. So we should think about that and maybe be a bit more mindful how we react every day in daily life. Instead of just renting out, maybe hold it for a moment, create that space in your mind and say, okay, and in that space is choice. Do I still want to react the way I normally react? Which you're of course free to do so. Or, hey, wait a minute, actually it's not such a big deal. And anyway, the pain will go away. Who knows? You might make a different choice. Regardless of which choice you choose to make, but if you create that space, you have choices. You can make the same choices or you can make different choices. That's a more powerful space to own in your life, don't you think? And the other thing that happens with the second dart, the self-directed dart, is we also have associative neural networks that goes with it. Unfortunately, we not only do the second darts to ourselves, we also do it like it's like a vicious spiral. The second darts will create another second dart, will create another second dart, and that second dart will bring on another second dart. What do I mean by that? So it could be, of course I'm making this up entirely, but this is just to cite an example. So you stumble into the chair, you're screaming, and then you're in pain, and you're angry, you stare at the chair, who put a damn chair there, you're playing the blame game, and then your memory comes at the right moment and remind you of another incident where something similar happened and your partner did put the chair over there for some reason, and the same thing happened, or worse, you actually literally fell and you hurt your ankle as a result of that. And then you just start churning this series of blame and hurt that is from the past. It has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on right here. It's that you had some drinks, you stumble into a chair, end of story. But in your mind, you blame the chair, and from blaming the chair, you generate more and more second darts. Does it make any sense to you? Have you done that to yourself lately? So what I'm trying to say is, stop it. Don't do that. Try to create that space in your life where you hold back your reaction and create that space where you make new choices that could help to empower you, give you a greater sense of self, greater sense of self-control, and that will improve your relationship with other people, and to just be in general more peaceful, be at peace, and with that peace you can focus your energy on whatever that you want to do. Create that space. Think about the second darts that you've thrown at yourself in the past and what happened as a result of this second dart that you created in your mind. And do a sliding door scenario. Had you not done that, let's say you are able to revisit the past and you are able to have a new chance to create a new response to what happened during that time. How would you react now? Rehearse that in your mind. How do you feel? And in your imagination, if you give this new response, what would turn as a result of it? Compare the two outcomes. So in the future, when the same or similar thing happens, you already had a mental rehearsal. Hopefully that will give you a little bit more possibility that you are able to create new behavior because you created this space and you had that mental rehearsal that you did previously to help you to create a new behavior, create new thoughts, and Possess the power of introspection. Use that to empower yourself and make yourself happier, more at peace, and really just to be in the moment, be present, and not to always react. Let's stop throwing the second darts at ourselves, shall we? So there's two other small points that I would like to talk about. One is, where's the first dart? Sometimes the first dart is not even there, and then we are already throwing the second dart at ourselves. And why do we keep doing that? We could be like thinking of the past, and then we get more and more angry at something that has already come and gone. It has passed, but we get more and more angry. We start having this vicious negative thoughts. One negative thought leads to the next negative thoughts, which is basically the second darts that we're throwing. Second darts, and then generates another second dart, generate another second dart. But in the first place, where's the first dart? You're just sitting there in this moment. What's going on? You're sitting there in your balcony. It's a beautiful day. You're having a glass of wine. That's all there is to it. It's a beautiful day. Where is the first dart? Nothing's going on. Why are you throwing the second dart? Plural second darts at yourself. Stay in the moment. It's a beautiful day. Take in the fresh air, enjoy your wine, and be in the moment. Stop it. Stop throwing second darts at yourself. Be at peace, and just be grateful to be alive, to be exactly where you are in this moment in time. The last point I want to talk about is suffering being embodied. Suffering is not abstract, neither is it a concept. Suffering is literal. There are research that shows that the mental suffering that people go through, the trigger points in the brain are the same. It's equivalent to the trigger points that happens when you are in pain physically. The brain knows no difference. It is equally as painful. So stop throwing those second darts at yourself. Stop creating pain. Stop triggering all this pain sickness in your head. It is unnecessary. It stresses you out. It releases cortisol and other kind of chemicals that you really don't need to. And if you do it often enough, you will be suffering from a constant state of anxiety. That is not good. Is that how you want to define your life? Stop throwing the second darts at yourself. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. This is, I hope it has been useful for you. I find it so illuminating. I'm going to watch out and be very mindful and make sure that I minimize throwing the second darts at myself. And this is my way of showing self-compassion to myself as well. Having said that, I have created a self-compassion 7 days challenge, and this is what I am going to challenge you now to take up the self-compassion 7 days challenge. Now start flexing those self-love muscles, and I challenge you to begin by using this 7 days challenge. All you have to do is go to my website, joylight.com, and then to scroll down to the right hand corner, you will see free empowerment tools, and then you click on self-compassion 7 days challenge. Please like and share this video with your friends and followers. I will really appreciate it. And for those of you who have followed me for a while, you also would know that I have a goal setting program called Let's Step. This is the Let's Step goal setting program. It's a 12-step. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to see you too. So Let's Step is a 12-step coaching program. So what is that goal that you've always wanted but you have not set it in motion? Or what is that goal that you've been working on but it's not really getting the kind of progress that you are hoping to have? Well, take advantage of Let's Step. So this is what I use for my coaching client and in my coaching workshop. If you're not based in Singapore, not to worry, I have excellent news. The first 4 steps are free for you. Yes, so now you have no excuse not to set wheels in motion for your goals. Same thing, all you have to do is go to my website, joylight.com, go to the right hand corner, scroll down to free empowerment tools, click on Let's Step Goal Setting Program, and enter your email address. What happens is over the next 8 days, every other day, one step will enter into your inbox. Please do your step thoughtfully and thoroughly. You have one other day to reflect on what you've written, finish it if you have not, or just simply take a break. And then the next day, the next step will enter into your inbox. So please, these are all free tools to empower your life, to elevate you to the next level. I ask that you will take advantage of it and get going, okay? So please share this video with your friends and followers, and you can also add me on social media. I would love to have you on my Twitter and Instagram at Joylight. I also have a Facebook page called Joylight. Check out my website joylight.com. I would like to leave you with a quote with regards to today's video. This is a quote from a monk over here. Ultimately, happiness comes down to choosing between the discomfort of becoming aware of your mental afflictions and the discomfort of being ruled by them. The choice is yours. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I wish for you a peaceful day, and empower yourself, have fun, and try to avoid the second thoughts today. Thank you for listening to me. Till the next video, here's to elevation. See ya!